Hi, Rahul. So, good evening.
Hi Chandra, good evening.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How was your day?
It was pretty long, but it was awesome because I was spending majority of the time with LLMs. So, if you remember,
Oh, that's great to hear.
we were talking about Avarta life, and so what is the
Ye-
of heart of our Avarta life? It's the Gen AI engine. So, would you talk a bit more about our heart of Avarta Life Gen AI engine? What it consists of, which model we have used?
Yeah. So when I have to talk about Avarta, then the core and heart of the project is the Gemini model, right? So we have been using the Gemini model using APIs, and then also we have used grounding, and we have fetched YouTube APIs, and then a few more APIs, and then also we have fetched Google Maps, which is very important for a locating things in a environment.
Oh,
For
awesome.
example, a
Awesome.
scrapyard or a dustbin or even an NGO can be mapped using you can be used for the scrapping purposes and the reusable and recyclable purposes and all. So that's where we are using this Gemini model and leveraging it to the maximum extent, and also we have used advanced prompt engineering to modify the prompt so that it will help the
Chain
user
of thought
to
and self consistency, if I'm
have
correct.
exactly. So chain of thought kind of prompt engineering techniques are the most advanced techniques which have been incorporated into our project called Avarta. So yes, that's all the techniques we have used in Avarta.
Yeah. So I would like to know a little more, technicality, little more about this Gen AI engine. So we have used Gemini API and a few other techniques. I would like to I would like you to deep dive into the technical aspect of our Gen AI engine.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be happy to do that, but I think I am not the appropriate person. I think even more better person is waiting. So I think, yeah.
Oh, that's
So I would
awesome!
like to,
I'm
you know,
excited.
yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I would like to welcome Keerthana, who has contributed to some of most cutting edge projects, including the incredible Avarta initiative also. So which has really pushed the boundaries of what AI can achieve. So
So
we are
here
eager
it
to
is.
dive into the journey. Yeah,
Yeah, here it
explore
is.
their insights.
Welcome Welcome
Yeah,
to the Beyond the Code, the journey of Avarta with Keerthana Priya Devraj. So here we will be exploring about the what all the challenges she has gone through, and what kind of techniques she has used, and entirely we will deep dive into the journey of Keerthana with the Gemini API in making of Avarta life. Welcome, Keerthana.
Hello, sir. Thank you for having me.
welcome to
So
this podcast, Keith.
pleasure to be with you
So,
on
it is
this
mine.
podcast.
Same here, sir.
Okay, so let's begin with the basic question. We're just excited. I'm pretty much excited to learn a lot of things so that our viewers also can know about this Avatar life, your journey with it. So, in this, um, so let's begin with basic level of understanding. Kirtana,
Sure.
uh,
Yes, sir.
to kick things off, could you tell us how the idea of Avarta came about and what was the inspiration behind this project Gen AI engine?
Yeah. So basically, the main motive of our whole team was to create something very innovative and very useful to all the people in and around, yet even if it's simple, it has to create some good impact on the people. So we were very keen about that. And so then arise this idea, which is Avarta. So basically, what Avarta is like, it aims to create a very cleaner and sustainable future for every one of us. So being having the traits of Monica from Friends inside me, I was too excited when this Avarta was like idealized, because I am also a person who is very keen about having things organized and maintaining cleanliness and all that. So people who are like me would resonate more. And also, this idea is like very simple but very impactful. So that was what we wanted.
Perfect. I agree. Completely agree.
So,
Yeah, Rahul.
Keerthana, I have a question. So, what were some of the initial challenges you have faced while doing this project and while bringing the concept of Avarta to the life?
Okay,
Basically, we're talking
so
from Gen AI engine aspect.
sure. So, like any other project, we also were very excited to bring in a lot of nice features to our users and all. And we brainstormed and we just listed a lot of nice, fancy, creative what requirements and all. But our main aim was to simply deliver something that has a huge impact, but a very even if it is very small, it has to create a good impact. So that was our motive. So we had jotted down all the ideas and we had only bought the very crucial ones. And while building these things in the Gen I engine, our main thing was to use very simple techniques in order like use simple techniques but bring good impact, like good accuracy. So we had tried lot of we have done a lot of R&D and a lot of techniques we have tried and experimented to leverage those techniques and to our use case. So one of the main challenge was, since the idea is about identifying an image, whether it is recyclable or not and all that, we were very careful about choosing the model first. So what model would be good in identifying the image, in classifying the image. So how can we make it more impactful? That was the other question. Just identifying the image won't be enough, right? So how to identify the
Exactly.
image in a way that it can be useful for the next step. The next step, which is I finding out whether it is recyclable or how is the impact and all that. So all of our team and all of us, we had actually thought of a very good approach where we had used some nice advanced prompt engineering techniques to leverage this idea into our app. So apart from this, also the main challenge was we are new to GCP, right? So the main challenge comes there. So trying and figuring out new things in GCP and then seeing how it works and all that, and just tweaking things. A lot of playing around. All of this made it interesting and challenging both.
So before I actually
Very
get
good.
into the one more technical question, so just fun side is kicked in me. So I just want to
Okay.
ask, like you were talking about, you had a lot of visualizations which are creative and crazy. So what is the distinction between what is the distance between the creative thoughts that you had in your mind and then the reality where you have used?
Okay.
Oh,
So
or can you
as
able
of
to?
now, what we have leveraged in our app is a very simple thing to just look. But what has gone behind the screen is massive. So that's what I would say. It is creative in its own way. Like, we have not given it in a very simple way. We have personalized each and every user input. So whatever user is giving, the input the user gives, we have made it. We have tried our best to make it very personalized. Like whenever the image is snapped, whatever results comes will be very personalized towards that image. And the results, like fetching the Google locations from the maps, or be it the YouTube videos to make it innovative items from it, all of that had actually made our app more creative. So it's like we have still a lot of creative ideas out there, but still we managed to pull off these creative ideas now.
As I
And
agree. So
more than what we see on the screen, what has gone behind the screen as technical people is what makes it more beautiful.
yes, it's more fun basically. So the amount of
Yes.
energy that we have put for the creative ideas, we had it. Of course, because of lack of time, we are unable to do it. But once we put those features all
Yes.
also into the production, that would be the out and out an ultimate app. So I agree completely.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Kirtana, so one more thing I just want to ask.
Yes,
So
sir.
developing something as complex as a generative AI system must be quite a journey. Okay, so can you walk us through the different stages of development and how did you tackle, basically, how did you and your team tackle the technical? So, majorly technical as well as some creative aspects, because whenever the creative aspect kicks in, you need to spend huge amount of time.
Yes.
So, how did you manage? How did you balance those things?
Yeah. So, starting with the beginning, the ground level. So, it's not just a journey of a week or something. It is a 3 month old journey where we had lots and lots and lots of sessions. It is very multi faceted one where we began with initially researching. Like after choosing Avarta as our project, we had thought through how can we make it impactful. So, what are
Yeah.
the things that will create a lot of impact? So we brainstormed and we gathered the requirements based on the user behaviors, like as common people, how we want Avatar to be, or how can people we make people to use Avatar. That is one thing which we
Yes.
must concentrate on. So we just spent a lot of time on that. And moving ahead, we after fixing our requirements, we just moved into our design phase. So where we had designed our app in such a way that where all the creative elements kick in. And moving on, we had the very important phase where we are creating the whole thing, like leveraging different Gen AI techniques. So,
Yes.
speaking of what, this excites me actually. So, the thing is, uh, like beginning from the this thing, like the capturing the picture. So just like we capture the picture, right, after we capture the picture, we had to think like what model would be suitable in order to give an accurate result for that. So first, considering it's Gemini, Google's Gemini, we had the Pro model and Flash model, and we were
Yes.
working like we had done a lot of R&D to actually fix
Brilliant.
upon a particular model and why it's good. And we had done a lot of analysis comparisons to just fix the model. So once the model is fixed, next we have to move ahead and we have to do the image classification. So in the image
Yes.
classification, we had used the prompt engineering techniques like chain of thoughts. So why chain of
Perfect.
thoughts matter here is just the image that is classified. Just like that, we cannot identify an image, right? So basically, for instance, just consider there is a shoe. So when I capture a shoe in its whole good state, it's a good in a very very fine new state. That when I capture an image and it will just tell me it's a shoe. So then with that, it will be telling me whether it's recyclable or not. But consider another scenario where there is a shoe, but not in a very good state. It is in a very torn, worn out state. So in that case, just identifying the image as shoe is not enough, sufficient, right? So we
Yes.
brainstormed and we thought of a method where we can use chain of thoughts. The thing is, we will be identifying what is the image along with the description of the image and what is the material composition of it, because material composition is the very minute matter that is very playing a very vital role in classifying whether it's recyclable or not, or whether it's reusable. Like also the description of the image plays a vital role for telling whether it's reusable or not. So these things were identified, and then later we had passed it over to another prompt where we will be talking about the environmental impact of it, and also the innovative ways that we can use, like we can reuse
Yeah.
it, or how we can decompose it, or whatever that has been identified.
Yes. Yes.
So this chain of
So,
thoughts, and also we explored a new technique here, which is
oh, excited to know that.
yeah. Yes, yes. So it's not just about the chain of thoughts, it's also like how to make the model think like humans, like by step
Yes,
analysis. So
we got
that
that
was
result
another
very
thing.
well.
Yes, yes. So that was a very good thing which we learned while we played around.
Perfect. So I just want to add, Rahul, one more point to the Kirtana one. So today I was part of one meeting. So with a very big team. So one of the top company in the world in in technology. So I think you are able to guess it. So I was part of one call with that company. So with the chain of thought, we are able to solve almost $10 million project with chain of thought. So you think chain of thought is just a prompt engineering? It's an advanced prompt engineering technique, but it's much bigger than that. So you can create wonders out of it. And as Kirtana has done it with Avarta Life. Perfect. So Kirtana, could you share a
Yes.
moment during the development process that was particularly challenging as well as rewarding? Maybe a breakthrough, okay, that you're especially proud of. Okay, you were so, and a wow moment for you.
Okay, so talking about the rewarding moment is first let's talk about the challenge so that the reward will look good. So talking about the challenging moment was when I was trying to create. GCP is a very new platform to me, so I had lots to explore. So one of the challenging moment was when I was exploring the Firestore. So I was exploring the Firestore to see how I can add the chat history to it so that I can bring it back when the user logs in the next time. So that was one challenging thing. And of course the rewarding thing is seeing the results what we had. I mean, experimenting is one thing, but we might not see the results that we're expecting all the time, right? So when I worked on this chain of thoughts, it was very new to me. So like the idea that arised on me, I was feeling so proud of myself that I was able to jot the ideas like that and uh, like bring it in a very simple yet uh, like rewarding way. So I was like very feeling very good when I was able to create such I bring that idea into Avarta.
Brilliant. So Rahul, so you just want to explore, you would like to know about yeah.
Yeah, Krishna. So, yeah. So we know you have worked on AI integration part, right? So basically, I'm talking about the API and then the backend. So can you talk a little bit about how did you integrate the API or using some tools you would have leveraged Gemini? So can you talk a bit on that part and how efficient it was? Like how much difference it made?
Okay, so talking about the Gen AI engine, here we had used the apart from the Gen AI, we had also I mean in the Gen AI we had actually used APIs like for the models in order to identify the classify the image and all the classification and innovative stuffs and all, and also to create the chat we have used the Gen AI API Gemini APIs. So the next thing is we have also used something called grounding. So grounding is one thing that is like mind blowing. It is we've all used web search, right? Like Google. Yes. So it's like having a chatbot which will also summarize your answer along with also giving you the web results out of it from where it has fetched that answer. So this grounding has also played a very important role in our Gen AI engine. So it is one tool that has
Perfect.
been used.
Yeah, I think you're just privileged to work on a lot of advanced tools function calling grounding, and it's ultimate, it's brilliant. So I just have one curiosity. How do you see Avarta making an impact in the real world? And what are some of the most significant ways it's helping users and contributing to the sustainability?
So Avarta being a very, according to me, it's a very simple yet impactful app. That's what I've been quoting from the beginning because we have made it in a very user-friendly way. where whenever you see something that is lying around and you feel like you don't know what to do with it, you can just click a snap out of it and just understand what it does and all. So for people who are not even interested in it, it will intrigue them and make them interested. So it's like it's also built in a very engaging way, right? We also have a chat with it, right? So it's very engaging, and we have these emojis that will also create some kind of friendly interaction with it and all.
Yes.
So it's a beginning for our like, in order to create a very sustainable world. It's like not all of them will be liking to use it, but when people start trying it out as fun or something, they might feel
Mm.
the impact that it created. So
Yes.
just clicking
Perfect.
the things that is lying around and understanding, okay, this item is so dangerous and still we had it in our home. So that kind of impact when it creates emotionally to that person, they will understand the use of it and they will for sure use it. So
Awesome. Awesome. I
that's
agree.
what I think. So there's a long way to go, but this is a very beginning of it.
Yes. Rahul.
So, Keerthana, so how was the response been from the users so far? And what do you think? Like, how do they perceive this app? And then, how did they connect with this app? And any feedback on success stories that stood out to you?
How do you
So there
see
is
from Gen AI perspective? As a Gen AI scientist, you are
yes.
like, how do you respond back to that success story from Gen AI perspective?
Okay. So there are, I had shared it with some of my friends and relatives and all. So what I heard from them was like one of my cousin, he told me, okay, now I'm going to take a picture of a nuclear bomb or something. So what will happen in that case? So he came up with intriguing questions. So he asked me whether
Okay.
it will act as a responsible AI. Will it give any
Oh,
warnings to me?
perfect.
So that was
I,
what he questioned me, and I was like very clearly able to give an answer to him, because we have multiple times we have iterated and we have seen the feedback. I mean, we have experimented and we have seen that it is a responsible AI where it doesn't involve such kind of conversations. So that was one thing that was like, even I did not have that perspective as a test, like as a person who built it, I mean involved in the building it, I did not have that perspective, but the other person had that perspective, and then it was good to just give a clear answer to
yes,
that.
yes. Though we have tested it for the responsible AI, but still, when user tells that, so the
Yes.
app is conformed to the responsible AI rules and guidelines, it's obviously, developers' pleasure. Yeah,
And
that's
it's
perfect.
absolutely a heaven for people who wants to lead a very minimalist sustainable life, right? So that was another response I got from another person who just tested it.
Okay. So let's have some fun twist to our podcast. Okay,
Sure.
so it's kind of a creative segment. Avarta in Wonderland. Okay,
Okay.
so it's kind of what if. Okay, so let's get into the scenario. So now, basically, fun for a fun twist. So let's dive into some initiative scenarios, like where Kirtana, like let's imagine what if Avarta was used to write the next blockbuster movie.
Okay.
What
So
genre?
it would.
Yeah. So what type of movie would it be, and what kind of storyline would you imagine?
Okay. So I have always been intrigued about one thing, which is the butterfly effect. So we all know, right? A butterfly effect is something like a small thing that a person does, or anything, a small change in somewhere around the world can make a chain of events, and it can create a huge impact, right? So that is how the environmental sustainability or pollution or climate change or whatever we are in this world is about, right? So I would like want Avarta to be a very eco oriented story, which will have a thrilling
Wow.
twist with it and show how the butterfly effect has caused it, like how the butterfly effect has been there all along and has in a very very thrilling way. That's what I
Yeah,
wanted to.
it's pretty creative, and actually, I'm liking it because even if we create a cinema out of it or a storyline out of it, still uh, our Avarta will think about giving life to this environment and earth. So it's ultimate.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Very
love
nice. Yes.
That's right.
Uh, So another question, like, what if it's also a what if? What if Avarta was in charge of world peace negotiations? How do you think it would handle the complexities of global diplomacy?
Okay.
You understood the questions,
So,
right?
yes, yes, got it. Sir. So the thing is, talking about global, it's not just one country or one particular group of people, right? There are a lot of people with a lot of different cultures and different perspectives. Just a small circle or bubble itself, there are a lot of people with different perspectives, right? So imagine how the whole globe would be like if the people used it for the global peace. I mean, for that and all, then it would become more diverse. It would start reacting to people with different kind of cultures. And also notable thing is it's a responsible AI, so it would not discriminate any person on anything on any basis. So it would treat all of them on a very 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 equal level, and all the questions they ask and all. So it would
Basically,
favor
you say that
nice.
Avarta can be promoted from one country to other country as a sick,
Absolutely.
yeah, as a
now let's have fun.
symbol of peace, it can be promoted. Yeah.
That's it. So now let's try to have more fun. Just brace yourself for that. Um, just let me share my screen. So just a moment. Just confirm, is it visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay, so let's the segment name itself is find out AI things.
Okay.
Okay, so basically we will show some images and you need to figure out the some technique or technology or some architecture name or algorithm name or any terminology from the artificial intelligence majorly.
Got
Did
it.
you get it?
Yes, yes, got it.
Okay, let's deep dive into it. So this is your first one.
Okay.
Do you want clue?
Yeah,
So
go for the
it's
guest,
You can
Keerthana.
take
okay. It's
Rahul. You
like
can
a
support
thing where I have
Kirtana.
to guess what that is from the image, right?
Yeah, it's a word. Yeah, it's a word.
Okay.
You have to basically guess based on the images which has been displayed in front of you.
Okay, okay. So this is a two-letter word then. Like it's like that, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
sure. Okay, got it. So this looks like binary data,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Yes.
these are pipes.
Okay.
I don't know, some sewage treatment. I don't know what this is.
So you mean to say the binary data sewage treatment?
No, sir, absolutely not. We don't have that. Um,
Okay, Rahul,
this
you
is
can
the
help him.
pipe. Okay,
Help me
okay,
out.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll give some more chance to her. Yeah.
One
Yes.
second. I guess I
Just
can
give her
get
a
it.
clue.
It's a pipeline.
It's a
This is a
pipeline.
pipeline. Okay.
That's a sewage pipeline.
No, not so much. Data pipeline.
Wow.
Data or
Let's see
binary
what it
data.
is. I don't think so. It's binary data and it's some sewage. I'm not sure exactly. Let's check. And
Pipelines.
here it is.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, let's get into the next one. Hmm,
Okay.
it's easy, I think.
I'm not trying to
It's
do
pretty.
body shame and all, but what is this? Uh,
Rahul, what is this?
okay,
I can
this
see a guy
guy.
with, Yeah, who is very fat.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, fat. Okay, so one side is on.
He has taken a wicket or he's bowled.
Okay, wicket. Hmm.
Okay, this
So
doesn't
wicket
fit
on
him.
left. Okay, it's not fitting. Okay,
The cloth is not fitting him. That is okay.
probably it's not fitting.
Okay. You only told it, sir. It's not fitting, then it's like overfitting.
How?
Or because it's like the cricket, right?
It's not.
Overs. Cricket in overs.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's not
Let's see.
fitting him.
Uh, shall I lock it, or do you want to try it
Okay.
out?
I guess that's the one.
Okay, locked. Let's move ahead. Oh, perfect. One more time again. Okay, Rahul.
It's a maze. Okay, it's his turn now.
So for this, we won't be giving any clue.
Okay.
You need to
So
figure
it's
out.
a maze, and there is a robot who has to finish the maze not to get the reward. AI related. Okay, reward.
Yes.
It's reinforcement,
Yeah.
right? Reinforcement learning. Reinforcement.
Okay. Reinforcement. I don't think it's a robot. A robot is there.
There is
What
a
is that?
reward, and also there is a maze where it can go through each path and learn, and it
Okay.
can try several things.
So basically, robot is learning from human.
No, that's not it here.
So what is that?
It's just learning.
Okay.
Just a human reading something. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Reinforcement
But there is
learning.
one more image is also there, right? Yeah, a robot with
Huh.
a reward.
Yeah, yeah. Reinforcement learning.
Sure. I don't think so. Shall I lock it? Shall I lock it?
Yes, sir. I don't know any other term with that. That comes with
Okay.
reinforcement in
Perfect.
this
This
image.
time also you are right. I think you have pretty good grasp with our terms. Nice. Okay. This is something crazy. Ra-
It's a
What
question
is this?
mark, a box and a question
Yeah, it's
mark.
a question mark. I think something related to evaluation.
Okay, so there's a model who is walking. Okay, you tell like people are judging. Like there are judges who are evaluating. No.
Yeah, evaluation probably because judges are also there.
But it's a two-letter word, right?
Evaluation metric,
Yes, it's a two-letter
We
word.
cannot identify the word metric from that picture, the second picture.
evaluation
So
model.
it's valuation model. Valuation model sounds good, but since you have given me the clue, I'm just thinking, second guessing whether it would be right or not.
So do you want to drop off? Shall we move to the next question?
No, no, no. So wait, just a minute. It's a model. The second word is a model, and the first word would be
So basically, you can check the shape or the attribute of that
I
image,
think
like
we
what it
crossed the
is.
time.
And
We'll be moving to
okay.
the next
It's a
image.
box. Oh, oh,
okay,
black
It's
box.
the
Okay,
black box model. Anyway,
okay,
no problem, no worries. Okay, something crazy. Something crazy. Okay. So what this guy
okay.
is doing inside the water?
Deep dive into the water. Deep. Okay, okay, okay. Deep
Underwater
learning.
deep dive.
Deep learning.
Okay. This is yeah, that's great. It's pretty simple. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this image, I can see clusters. I mean, constellation.
Yes.
The first image is a constellation which relates to the clustering.
Universe.
And what is this? It is a two-letter word, right, sir?
Yeah, same. The pattern remains same. I think you would have learned the pattern by now. Our classical ML.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cluster. I don't know. I can't think beyond cluster. Cluster.
Cluster. Cluster.
Then
Shall
see
I
a ring,
lock it?
right? Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
One, two,
It's clustering.
three.
Some clustering.
Okay. Let me. Shall I lock it and move ahead?
What is it?
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
clustering. Okay, you're trying to add two more pictures and confuse.
Yes. Cluster plus ring.
Okay.
Appreciation to the Seychelles who has created this PPT.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yes. What's next?
There is some notepad and there's something. How do I deal with this? Related to
Notepad
AI.
and
You can try the reverse.
Jupyter
Like you
notebook.
can try to guess the second, and then come for the
Okay,
first.
so this
Jupyter
guy looks like some kind of
Jupyter
an
notebook.
engineer. Sorry, sir.
Jupyter notebook.
Yeah, the color suits. This
Yeah.
look he looks like an engineer, like some kind of
Yes,
civil engineer or something. Awesome.
exactly. Yes.
Engineering.
So what engineer?
He
Mechanical
is a
engineer?
firefighter,
Okay.
firefighting engineer.
So this is okay related to this thing. What can we tell you? What engineering?
Pre-processing?
Pre-process engineering. Okay. Okay. So this is something related to data and all. Then is it?
Yes.
Okay.
One,
Data pre-processing.
Okay. So these
two,
are okay different attributes,
three, four,
features,
five,
features,
six,
feature
Feature plus?
engineering.
seven. Okay.
Yes.
Shall I lock?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, it is. The features here and engineer here. You need to connect together in feature engineering. That's great. Oh, it's crazy.
Three. Okay. Three-letter word. Then.
Yes.
Decision
Yes.
trees.
Yeah, I could
And what about the
engineer.
birds in between? No, that doesn't sound like forest.
Random forest?
These two things are confusing. Okay? Uh, this represents some kind of text. Okay. I got it. I got it. So there is different languages here. Hi, hello, and then
Okay.
hola and all. Different language. Bonjour. Okay. Different languages. Okay, three-letter word. It's NLP.
Yeah,
Natural.
it's a three-letter word. So that's the clue.
Okay. Natural language, and this is the symbol for processing something. Natural language processing.
Okay. Shall I lock it and check it?
Yes.
Yes, this is awesome. This is little complex, complicated, but you have done it well. Pretty good.
Yes.
Kudos.
Because it is middle
Yes,
image.
here it is. Much more complex.
I can't understand anything. There is some neural network.
It seems very complex.
People are
Yeah.
playing chess, and where do we play chess? I mean, how is it relatable to?
No, no clues.
This seems very complex, sir.
Yeah, and we won't be giving clues.
No, 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 no. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to figure out what this first image looks like. Some kind of brain, like the model depicting a brain.
Yes.
Okay. And then the second image is a
Your
chessboard people playing
time
chess.
starts now.
What does that mean?
One, two, three,
I'm not sure what this means.
four, five,
Can you guess the last word,
six,
the last image?
seven,
It's a
eight,
network, neural network.
nine,
Yes,
ten.
it's
That is
something related
okay.
to networks.
Okay.
Network is fine, but these two are like
So now you guys can discuss before we move to this.
difficult.
So here
Oh,
it is.
generative adversarial.
Our beloved concept,
Okay, very
GANs,
complex to decode it.
adversarial, generative, and networks.
Okay,
It's little complex, yeah, but that's okay. Okay, thanks for participating in this fun task.
okay. It is really good. The person who has made it, I appreciate them. They have put a lot of efforts into it. It's great.
Yeah, that's our session.
But you
Okay, so
also did very
now,
well. Like, was like
yeah, majority
guessed it
of
very easily.
yes, more at six she has guessed it with ease, and for three, four she has no she has faced little difficulty. Okay, so let's, but still not at over. Now we have more fun.
Okay,
Yes. So basically, one question, one from one from me, and another question from Rahul. It would be a rapid fire. We'll be
okay,
shooting. Okay,
okay.
so it's
Let's
not
start.
Yes, the responses has to
1.5.
be quicker. Yeah, it should not take
You
more than
are
5 seconds.
you are no more 1.5 Pro. You are not Gemini 1.5 Pro. You are Gemini 1.5 Flash. We want a less latency. We want quick responses. It's
Okay,
rapid fire. Okay. One, what is the craziest thing that you have seen an AI do?
okay.
One,
So
two, three,
recently I heard
four.
AI suicided. Robot
Oh,
suicided. So
okay.
I don't know the full story of it, but that's the headline of the news.
But
So
that's craziest.
yes, that's crazy.
Rahul.
If AI were a superhero, what superhero would it have?
What superpowers? Huh?
Yes,
No,
yes,
no.
Okay,
yes,
so
What
yes.
I want
super?
it to be
Yeah, what
everywhere.
superpower would it have?
Okay, so if AI is a superhero, then I want it to be everywhere, like omnipresent. Like it should be able to see all parts of the world and save people or something like that.
Oh, okay. That's actually good use case.
It should be
Let's go.
omnipresent everywhere.
Basically,
It should be
you
there.
want to replace AI with God.
It's like that. It's like that. Yes, exactly.
That's okay. So, which AI character from a movie or book would you like to meet in real life?
Okay, I'd like to meet Baymax. You know Baymax, right? From Big Hero 6. So,
Okay.
Big Hero 6 Baymax, it's like a very huge toy which is white in color and very huge. It's like a balloon. So, it gives you a nice hug, and it's a very good person who will be a very empathetic person who will diagnose you if you have any problems, and also very good empathetic caretaker it is.
That's great.
So, that one I would
So you
want.
don't want any teddy bears. You want only Baymax.
Rahul.
Baymax,
Next.
yes.
Okay. Okay. If you could give your AI project to a personality, what would it be?
I would want something it to be very funny, like a personality. Like you have seen Iron Man, right? Iron Man, there is
Yeah, yeah.
Jarvis. So a very quick, proper answering thing, even having a very funny, humorous, sarcastic touch with it. I want it so that
It
I
sounds
would be
crazy,
entertained and
actually.
also intrigued with all the things that I do.
If AI has a life and listens this, it will probably think, okay, what all you want to do with me? Okay. So, what's the most surprising thing you have learned from working with artificial intelligence?
Okay, so
Rapid
one
fire.
thing is, so it's like how it can be like humans. So it is mimicking humans in all the things, right? Be it capturing, I mean, generating images in most realistic ways. Like we have seen the recent post, right? Like how realistically images are being generated, and also writing songs like with very minimal description, how nice raps and songs it writes, and how it mimics the human behavior with very less effort from our side. Yes, that's
Yeah,
one thing.
that's great.
Okay. So another question: if AI could take over one of your daily tasks, what would it be?
Okay, today
Brushing.
I had an
See,
incident which bored me to hell. So I had lot of things to. I mean, I had not filled my timesheet for weeks altogether. So I
okay,
felt frustrated and I wanted to do something. And I forgot what I did on the particular day as well. So I was just thinking, okay, what if there is something that is along with me and like staying with me and noting down all the tasks that I do, and it will summarize it for me and it will do the task. So
basically, you want a clone of Keerthana, and the clone should fill your tracker, what all tasks you have
yeah,
done it.
exactly. It's like
Okay,
you watch the movie called Her, right? So there it reads emails for the person and it does everything. Like it literally does everything. It will reply and all that stuff. So I want someone like that who can do that for me.
I think you are
Because
going to
right,
make dangerous startup soon. Just we have to be a little careful.
yes,
Just kidding.
destructive side
Okay, so
aside.
what's the weirdest data set you have ever worked with?
During my college mini project, I had chosen a use case to write to actually analyze emotions from people's journal entries. So when I was looking for data set, I found some Reddit data set. I mean, where tweets and Reddit conversations, where
Okay,
people are using very lot of words that are not appropriate. That was one weirdest thing because I had to do a lot of pre-processing for that. And
mm.
also there is another data set where I saw humans talking like animals, like with the sound of animals when I was looking
Okay.
into that. That was little fun.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Even I have gone through the same situation sometime. Yeah,
okay.
Rahul.
So if you could train an AI to do anything, what would it be?
Okay. Okay, right now if you ask me, I would tell I want I want it to be my personal chef who can make all different kinds of desserts for me to indulge in. That's it.
I think probably in future AI is gonna do all
Like,
these things.
yep, I wanted to
Just
make
because
endless
these are
desserts for me.
these are the requirements from Gen AI scientists itself. Just imagine what AI has to go through in future. So, what's your guilty pleasure uh, AI application?
Okay, so I can tell it's ChatGPT basically, because even if I know what to do, even if I know the answer to it or everything about it, I still go to ChatGPT and I ask, okay, can you just rephrase it for me or can you just do something for me? I just ask for it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
that's
is
great.
one
Like,
guilty pleasure, and I'm also I wanted to change that aspect of myself.
yeah, but that's okay. See, the tool is meant to use basically increase the capability or capabilities of human.
So it is
So
doing
you
the
need to
task what
use,
it was aimed to do for. That is correct.
yeah, but you need to use it very, efficiently. That's the only thing. So the bike, you have it to move from one place to other place. It doesn't mean you will use it all the time. So you need it. You have to use it very efficiently. Rahul.
Okay, final question, Kirtana. So, if AI could predict one thing about your life, what would you want it to be?
My life. I just want to know if if aliens came when I was living, if aliens or something else invaded our world or something when I am alive. I just want
So
to know that.
basically, if you want to know about the aliens or so when they'll come and all those things, we will discuss in separate podcasts with when we talk about the universe.
Sure,
Go
sure.
beyond the earth.
So
But
I'm just
Okay.
the
thinking of
question
that.
actually was about your future.
Uh,
Um,
Oh, it's
yeah,
about
a
only your
particular
future.
thing.
only about my life.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, a
Okay,
particular moment or something in your future.
okay.
So,
Yeah,
Uh,
this is legit
I'd
crazy.
wanted to predict what kind of an impact I would have created on others' life. I don't know.
It's called diplomacy.
I could just think of that at the moment.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
No,
totally diplomatic answer.
diplomatic answer.
Or
But that's
when would
okay.
I
That's
die?
okay. We respect our guests' answers, and we will move to the next question. But yeah,
Okay.
so now it's a different kind of rapid fire. It's kind of one options, either
Hmm.
this or that. Only one thing you need to choose. Okay, and this
Okay.
is a rapid fire. Quickly, neural networks or decision trees.
Neural networks.
Why?
Because it's good in text generating and all right.
Supervised or unsupervised learning?
Uh, Supervised.
Why?
It's simple, but yet it does a great
Rahul.
role in prediction.
I think you can continue with that.
So,
Okay.
what's the most challenging bug you have had to fix in an AI model?
Challenging bug. Um, what is very challenging? Okay, this might sound very simple, but this was the bug that I faced today. So that was challenging to me actually when I could just recollect that. So it's like about the dependencies, like the library dependencies that we do,
Ah,
right? So when I deploy and all, right, that caused a very big uh, what to tell
okay.
swirl in
Now
today's work. It was big.
back to again either this or that. Python or R
Python,
for AI development. That's our only one chance. It's easy question.
Python, Python,
Would you?
Python.
Yeah, obviously. Would you rather optimize for accuracy or interpretability?
Interpretability.
Accurate
Huh?
accuracy versus interpretability.
Yes, yes, yes. I would go for interpretability because understanding is more important than accuracy.
Okay. So, do you prefer working with big data or small data?
Both are
Both.
okay.
Okay.
I would take small data set and later I would perform some kind of augmentation or something because big
Clean
data
data
sets
or processed data, unclean data, messy data, cleaned or messy.
clean, clean.
Prefer classical ML or Gen AI.
Okay. So if you ask me, I would tell Gen AI
Classical ML will commit suicide now.
because
She is biased towards Gen AI.
Gemini or GPT.
okay, if people who are evaluating this, seeing, watching this, then they might take us off. Uh,
No, no, it's nothing like Gemini or GPT. It's not from that evaluation perspective.
yeah, 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 yeah. Got it.
Which it's like whichever you have worked more, obviously you can tell. It's not that which is better. We are saying not from the
I would
cost
tell
perspective.
Gemini actually. Gemini only. because I've got very precise and perfect answers with Gemini than with GPT.
So the last question, again, one
Yes.
liner, just one liner, no explanation. If you
Okay.
could add one more feature to Avarta, what would it be?
A feedback, getting feedback, like whether, okay, I should not
Human
exceed
feedback.
a line. Uh,
Use okay, okay,
so
okay,
it's like
brilliant.
used for reinforcement learning, right? We can do that. We can
Yeah, it
incorporate
was
that later.
very yes, yes, it was very fun and brilliant. So, Kirtana, so it's been
Yes, sir.
fascinating hearing about your journey with Avarta, and also we were also part of it, and we had very good time. And before we wrap up, do you have any advice for aspiring AI developers who want to create something impactful like Avarta, or they want to kickstart their career in artificial intelligence? It could be classical ML or even the generative AI, whatever it could be. So, what's the straightforward message to them?
They should not be afraid to try something new. Just they have to begin with something. So for an instance, myself, I did not know what is generative AI when I kickstarted my career. So slowly beginning and starting to explore, even though it's a very advanced technique, when we go with a small use case and we see the results of it, it pushes you to learn what is behind it. So that's one thing what I learned. So when you look at those results, you will get intrigued and you will just ask questions to yourself and you will learn the basics of it. So we should
Okay.
start it, even though it's a very small thing or big thing. We have to start somewhere, like with a very basic use case or anything. We should not be afraid to start, even if
Yeah.
it's
So
a
within
labyrinth.
yes, within 2 months, you're able to create a production ready use case basically from the Gen AI. So basically, the message from you is don't don't be afraid of trying something new, and once you take up, try it as much as possible. Show the perseverance and consistency.
Hmm. Yes.
Rahul.
So if we keep exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the input, Keerthana. It was great talking to you and your valuable things which you shared about your experiences and your learnings from this Avarta. And it was very beneficial for us. And then I believe it would be beneficial for the viewers, like the aspiring data scientists who are really wanted to start their careers in Gen AI, or it can be data science careers. So I appreciate your efforts, and then thanks for being with us. Thank you so much. Let's hope we'll connect you with you soon, Keerthana, in the future, near future.
Sure, sir, sure.
So thank you so
uh,
much for joining us, Kirtana. We are all excited to see where Avarta goes from here. So, any final thoughts for our listeners before you signing off?
So
Before you sign off.
I would just tell, I would just thank both of you for having me here and also for bringing me as part of Avarta. So Avarta, the journey has just begun now, and it's still
Yes.
evolving, and it will keep evolving. And I hope we together will be able to make a great impact, uh, and we will be able to contribute towards sustainability. That's what I'm hoping, and all of us
Yes.
are hoping.
Yes, yes, and we had a wonderful time while working with Avarta Live generative AI engine. So we had a lot of sessions till 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, even 2 o'clock. The brainstorming sessions. It's ultimate. It's all increased our capabilities of understanding Gemini and generative AI. So it's all the huge learnings that we got from the Avarta Live, and we will always cherish this, and we'll use this learning in some other project for some other
Sure.
use cases. And once again, so thanks a lot for being part of our life as well as just being with us at this moment. See you again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, have a nice day.
So this is one of the podcasts that we had it, and so next time I will see you again with one more participant, one more member of the Avarta life who has been part of the project and who has achieved. But this time, probably we'll be connecting with a developer who has worked on backend as well as the Gemini. So till then, stay tuned. Have a good night and please subscribe it and like it and share it. See you again, all the Gen AI folks and AI folks. Have a great night with artificial intelligence.